Steven Pressfield, who anybody who knows me is I'm a great admirer of. And one thing that he always has told me when it comes to my content and building my platform as a writer then and now author is he's always said, Hunter, there's really something to the sprinting thing. I really like what I see when a big guy like you is doing what he's doing. Nobody does that. He's talked about Goggins being endurance, but he's like, there isn't really anybody like you doing what you do. And so this is me taking one of the greats' advice and letting you in on a little bit of the behind the scenes when it comes to the sprint game. And then you can see I've got wear compression shorts, so I'm getting pop carts. There you go. So yeah, nice tailwind right now, and I'm gonna do a flying 30. So I'll start down there. I'll build 30 yards, and then between the yellow cones are the timing gates. And so the goal today, since we have a nice tailwind, really nice tailwind, is to break 3 seconds. So I'll do about 3 of these, maybe 2, maybe even 1. If I knock this one out of the park and I PR, I'll probably just call it a day. Or not. So, and if I run around a 3 or below a 3, we can pretty much guarantee based on arithmetic that that's 21 plus miles an hour, which is, I guess, impressive at my size.
It's impressive.
I usually do a drop-in start to something like that, but I want to play around with a falling start, which is one just that action there to see if that gives me a little bit better of a mechanical advantage when it comes to the angles of acceleration as I transition to max velocity. So a little something new, one wrinkle, I guess, from what I typically do with this works out. But typically, if you want to get somewhere in between or even towards the end,
Okay.
markers there, then you can get my time on my phone.
Okay.
Once I run by.
Okay.
That way they can see me at top end.
Yep. I guarantee you I'm going to mess this up somehow. I always mess up the filming, but we still try.
Give me no. Yeah. I'll put words right down, right there. Yeah, there.
All right. Told you. Okay, then I think we come over here. 2.98. He effing did it. Did it on the first try. Now, the other day he PR'd on his first try, and he's supposed to stop once he PRs. And he was kicking himself because he was like, I totally did not stop, and I kept going, and I know better. Let's see if he follows his own advice today. And I'd look at you, but I don't know how to turn this around, so we're just...
Well, that was not pretty good.
Wrap it up.
Huh?
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
He PR'd.
Shut up.
2.98.
Shut up. Okay.
I'm so
Did
serious.
I call that?
Uh-huh.
I called it Las Vegas there.
Uh-huh. And I just discussed with the one person who's watching right now that we discussed how when you PR, you need to stop for the day.
Stop. Yeah.
But so we're waiting to see if you're going to follow your advice.
That's advice I always give is when you PR, call it a day. You've just done something you've never done before. It's extremely stressful. Just like when I used to be a powerlifter. I wouldn't go back up on the platform after just pulling 600 pounds. You'd be like, All right, put 5 more on there. He's like, no, you're done. You just PR'd. Bye. I said I was going to run
I
that
know
time.
you did. I know you did. We're going to see it again.
Wow. So, arithmetic-wise, and that means that on average, I was clearing 10 meters or 10 yards between 0.99 and 1 seconds. That's the average, which means you probably say my best 10 on there was. Now we have a hell of a tail, which is part of the reason why.
You're doing this already. He's rationalizing in his head why he should do it again, because it was the tailwind that helped him get his speed and not his ability.
That rep. Oh, I need to take belly advice.
Yes. Okay.
I said I was going to run that time, dude.
Yes, you did.